Oh, few days ago, na Becca Chow said, "Ye chairman Abronye, and na no de you said say chairman." Then you will say there now, yeah, there near call, and there never, and a chairman say.
Chama un cabi bianchire. Chama un cabi bianchire. Chama un cabi bianchire. Chama one. Chama no size. Chama no size.
Na baby Abronye, it will be an more catch and say when you miss call every Afia Pokuah Vim lady, and Nana Yaa Brefo Akachi. Ebuya, and your monko, Dr. Mahamadou Baumia, and Omampani Mahama. Na nipa bako an miss call no eye bolobo pa eye Kevin Ekodutela. When Tagan say when you miss call every Afia Pokuah Vim lady, and Nana Yaa Brefo Akachi. Menya butre na mebitwam what ya say. Aha, eye AJ gossips. Midi e the AJ feel free. Na share what you for video be share hu na wi abomode pa say we be share amanu ya binsa etumi aka enti de na esi Abronye case and now be catch say ya money bill of 50,000 Ghana cedis then ye emu video na me ma o share ye no ye yi no na na say de nani ansi age a oka say anwumre o mumra hia no na ye say bibi be koso anwumre eno era Afia Pokuah Vim lady ese owo ho nsem bika
me na me hu ni video na ne nkofo ni bi MPP supporters ni jubilate chairman ye chairman massa this is not a matter of jubilation. This is not a matter of jubilation. I was Abronye mutumi ne kasa. Say politics now omoya no should be politics of decency. I was mutumi ne Abronye kasa. No ye careful because gbogbo ni atemdidie no. Danka Williams here na no ode wasem kosi so what has Danka Williams got to do with anything? And I issues still be brewa. Oh, customers say, "Muka me the evidence, but he who alleges must prove." And here, MPP for nankasa beyond the bill, no, my granting bill, no, I'm far Abronye said them no to Sabin say, "No, no, say obit America." I know, yeah, I don't just a codi actually. Me say, MPP for the me they had the entire chapter me fire more. They say, "Mo mususu diano because mo and amudi democracy by." Mona mo force role in section 3 yan multi-party democracy. Enti wunim de. Enti mo ankasa MPP for mo nchi Abronye hye dem beyond the bill. Na mo ne nkasa wo dem na mo ntunufo. Say gbogbo no doso. Allegations no doso. Because even the Kennedy Japan camp is not happy about this thing. Mo ankasa MPP for you are not happy about this. Enti awo mo say NDC for na mo ye and omo man crofo didi MPP atema na omo wini. Enti mo so mo pese mo ye bi ba look. Politics now and I know the one na judge ne person de kono. But you see judge no broso because that issue no was not before the judge. What I say? But a one na judge ne said look this politics will be so ya no so camera no di atem. To the extent that do judge so obi court no we win case and he threaten judge. Judge, you see, you deal with it. What nonsense? Who want call school about me judge to qualify as a judge? You need qualification. Instead because MPP for one and kase brass to somebody Abronye said them no mutu no for say. Mona musi mu pay unity for 2028. You must as well kiss 2028 goodbye.
Into a way no ena o ade ni nuaba na Yaa Brefo no mo koma wudi ye no ebi fa so obeka ya omampani mahama ne sentrofo hia no ye de baby abaye sese wudi atemo ye be track o IP address eno ena atendidie ne ho asem no abusua ena e drag Kevin Taylor edin ba omo conversation mu na me say superment gumbement firement enema akoso no so obeka nso a police for agI fancy comedy no Dr. Baumia Emma ne hag I just only shia a otwa ne haga emu odin Emma Ghana for do na no cassette I say obi adidi atam ana obi ne platform am obi attracting on mampanyina se ya chena wa wugina so flag bearer no wa hage se nipa no abusua ene sam komo enyina no Afia Pokuah Vim lady ene Nana Yaa Brefo enya abotere aba boni mu
Sele da wo enya sam ketewa o chema wontumi ma ye hunu Afia se ba bia ye de ne kose na o 2-3 steps a esi enti where you are unhu hwe na 3 steps esi enti at that time no ehona wo no why wadwene se nipa na wo no kwa wonni ni enti chema wontumi went on a hunger strike. We hear Abronye also went on a hunger strike. Certainly so hunger strike no will generate something. So ebia it might not be sickness but come every man but wanu aba na won saba one ba na on cyber. I agree with you, and it's not just all kind about the judgment, because then Afenyo Markin spoke about it, read about the judgment itself will be at TB. Suhini, Honorable Suhini, non-NDC member, has also spoken against the judgment, because Sir Judge Becca say no credit that is the truth, but it's not in Munamoya lawyer for an Amako law school kaka. In the eyes of the law, no, Obia
We are all equal.
in the eyes of the law, Obia equal until a seven quarter. And now we emotions now decided so the bad judgments. No, it doesn't come in, but they are also human beings. Don't forget that. What's now Nebia who did judge at him? What? Ebia Duncan William Woody at them or sorry. Judge not seven or call Duncan William, sorry. What did in the software term, a software na barbage na pulpit so? Abodia, every tongues. I'm 72 hours, set tongues na makan them. Na the best organ hano. Uye, what's our quatanasi? As for camera, so I can say and go see a gap. Tongues so, no tongues so. Diabo, no diabo. Now, I then omonte unkana. Woman nimuana. Sajad ne kwa so nibia. Obema Duncan Williams.
Yeah.
Or no, not some more kind of yejuma.
Yeah.
Or no be executed because Nyankopon or free through no about. Nyankopon uses people. And to say, oh no, your dad, no, called Duncan Williams, Action Chapel. Now, to say, yeah, one, so for come. That particular action that was taken, you might like him or hate him, but take it or leave it. A charismatic church. Papa, oka omo papa, na yodano pa, Duncan Williams.
It's true.
And to say, every charismatic church sees Duncan Williams as their father or as their roots, like we see in Kroma, as Ghana. Kroma na de Ghana ba. No more say Ebia Duncan William. And I omo papa onu na this charismatic ni ba ya. So for bia ni obi okwa sorry bia oye Christo ni oye charismatic bia. By the fact that when did this papa na tem no. Nipa no okwa sorry ni bia oye charismatic obefa personal.
Yeah.
Obefa personal. Ghana nye Christo for nkwa na oho. A Muslimi for but okay majority of the people in Ghana a Christo for na doso. Yeah, because Christianity, how Muslims worship their God and how they treat their God, it's not the same as Christians treat our God.
True.
But Okaka Christoni no can a charismatic penimu. Na Uyena ni pane de Yao Becassa now Sabbath next race Becassa where trace the mountain in Uncrophone Cattle one thing. Media just a mere bagawayo, yan come matter. Nothing
Abronye and I did himself.
Yeah. He came out after the man spoke and also rubbish what the man did. And so a Christonino or your dadia or the Neboso ebe judgment Ediama Duncan Williams. Oh, and this Abronye's line of work or yes is all against Kennedy Japan. Because he's
against NDC, against Kennedy Japan.
It's against Kennedy Japan, and then it started here.
Okay.
That is how the whole thing started. Was running to Africa. Kennedy to us one Abronye say, I can't be now best any Matingia cry. Matin saying,
it's our unity, and I remember that one.
Yeah. If you and let me say, Kennedy Japan. And he's going on the store saying, what says some question, no. See our crowd sending a video of Obio dinner 10 man crowd hand because he wants to foster unity.
Yeah.
Which is the right way to go? Fostering unity. I mean, at the Canadian Japan, we know. Oh, they slow down. He will give you slow down. Or say, and
I'm okay. Mahama, any NDC about were not the target of Abronye. And the agenda now was Canadian Japan. I say, Mahama Mwafra.
And what the IGP Abe His Excellency John Mahama Abe that was not his target. The target or the yes and the TV say yeah. Because wound to me or wound to me station, maybe or Cocasa or what. A bedroom honor. No wound to me station for no so blacklist na a beck. So therefore, then you would have to create your own TV or your own channel to be able to speak against whoever you want to speak to without necessarily going through a known radio station, known to be a political radio station. ABS say the problem about to create against Canada Japan. That is what is happening. And I know that the one the IGP the Ababe Remwa and they can say IGP so feel say Wakika be at them. In fact, it's not just he labeled IGP as corrupt. No, I'm a lawyer for. As soon as them did you know in the conversation. Olebuno
One evidence be a man when he said the IGP was corrupt.
There be evidence be some evidence because Omoko Akwetiano. What Rem so Omoko Akwetiano NDC meeting be omuye be na IGP timbi. Na IGP on who so NDC communicator and no crowd there no asem kekani bi. But if you claim say obi a corrupt there, you need to prove it. And if we all don't speak, if asofo ankasa Christian Councilor Mekasa, Peace Councilor Mem, and Penny for him for Mekasa because now if we grab most of fire sort to be. Yeah, the matem. Now I'm sure once a man can plain politicians in Penny for leaders of political parties should speak against it and not embrace people who have that attitude. You do not embrace people, man or yediatem. You have to speak against it.
And I just say NDC is even guilty about this because the people that they enabled, one of them Ghana, Abronye, they were all over the place embracing him, facilitating him. I
saw me physically video there many NDC Pennyman and Southern Coma one in the air Nante.
There was nothing like that. That's true. Yes.
Yet today, where I saw him was so-called Radio Gold interview. Yet today, Senator Secretary they protesting. Yet today, I didn't see that on video. I didn't see any MP, any minister, the president welcoming him in Jubilee.
But I think the presumption and conform making it say, no, there was an effective bench warrant in force.
Of course.
It is an independent rule Ghana jurisdiction. Not a bench warrant, not and to me and kiki in a
bench warrant. If you want to say,
a court, any bailiffs.
And now I be on the executive bench warrant.
I make at court, the bailiffs, no more, also more executive.
Then I court the bailiffs, no, the power is why executive.
They can do it on their own, no.
Bench warrant, no.
Yeah.
Bailiff now bet me a channel.
Yes, and that's on and they have to do it. Chilling the police.
Chilling
the police.
And here the bench warrant at you, this why police next thought here. And today, if you have a problem with it,
okay, and we should go the blame.
With the person,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
To talk about it, deal with the person because after all, depend by one, you know, wakwa kanasem. Court a criminal civil into court.
Exactly.
On a civil matter.
Exactly.
Well, exactly. Say a politician be woman in a casatente sa obia for baby. Because
you can't blame Mahama. You can't blame it. So Mahama.
No, you cannot. Into your bit national say nanu ya yet MPP ni blogger be fancy comedy. I like the way when he talks, so then it's like but I know no crown a cat, ask them no, you'll be for fraud.
Exactly.
Nasa Bibisa, and it's all connected to the fact for focus at him, the dinner dozen. And he's arrested for that. Now a flag bearer, now former flag bearer, and Nebia, wouldn't fear. People will assume that you probably endorse that kind of talking.
Exactly.
You yourself, you are not like that. Oh. One casa, one who brass here, bro. I told you it
was wrong.
Absolutely. It doesn't take you to do that. You can call the guy. Ubet me a friend, but you could let the others.
It could have been off camera behind the scenes, but to openly do that was an endorsement of insults.
Yes, meanwhile, Ebia Abronye the power near them. But on the platform, and now I'm not trained for that. And this is and for own crown, what did Mark said, we need to hold any party, yes, sir. Men can't say no to men, friend, money, Phyllis, or people, the oil, Bounty, we need to honor. Men can't say friend, but we are no free, why be no friend?
Okay.
Why the other 4 candidates are more person, mere flag bearers, one more one, call him. Ebia ba kokra na de sika kotua ye nim
But you'll be a fans. I agree with what you are saying. But my move no was wrong.
Oh, let me say, all of them, whoever wants to be flag bearer of any political party for Christ's sake, should come out publicly and let people know this is not what we want. We cannot continue this. Let's speak our mind. If you are a blogger, speak your mind about issue, not insult. And yes, about what time, and I try to say, and I question, and I say, contain, and why
trivial issues.
Why wouldn't talk? Wouldn't talk now? Wouldn't talk one. Oh, I was trying to tell you, Gunipan any face. Next, I only panunya bema. If you are a man or a woman and you think insult is the solution, then you don't have facts. You don't even know what you are saying. If you have facts about issues, you will go the Samite way or the Samia way. Bring the facts. Let's dialogue with the facts. Figures. What year way saying the see where you when discuss it, why say facts and figures.
Okay.
Yeah.
This will be obedient and be about me. You say at Abronye. Also, support a bit my actual man. I just say, also for insult. So, but young Muhammad, you are in a press conference, excellence. You also say, some politics of insult, no yados, and Tisadia. Obia over for the foul of the law because still like, although Obi Yawa, your defamation, which is a civil suit.
Yeah.
Yes, now a criminal law, no, which is publication of false news. I know you like or not, President Kufuor, you know. But publication of false news still a criminal acting. Not acting chromadi child, and it's a one day we go for baby. But now, President Mama, His Excellency, they say a bit trace IP address. Is President Mama being fair when people say that he's a beneficiary of the insults? And you know, so the old trace will be IP address. Say Kufuor do should ready will be IP address, and they think come supporting and can buy now, and can be at the end of trust. But you all just say you allowed it. But then they also call tracing.
I said to me ground, come on, different. If you are 2 minutes ground, come on, different. You might say so. You benefited from it, and at what point should we stop? At what point? And it's a idea you die. At one time, let's see die. At what point do we stop? You understand? At what point? And as I attempt the way, so let me say. So yeah, you benefit from something that was going. It hasn't ended though. And let's say okay,
it's ongoing.
So like I say, be NDC supporters and our food soldiers. Well, my dad the deal because you listen to radio stations and sometimes you want to puke. Put media people on air. You are listening to them and sometimes you wonder say do we na journalism school ye na ye wura ho anase yanko
e bi anko bi en dey say wa we aware
but because a bit radio so or a bit ko bie and this is the way they are going and they are at both political
is it that Nana is it that a bit so listeners any viewers na aba no atem didi na ye omo de
and no aka
but we must have public policy. There's a reason why.
We did the way we did our work from radio station to TV stations. We did not trade insults for this name we have. We did not. We just speak our mind and speak it as hard as possible. And I said, vociferously. It's not like this is wrong. Without fear or favor.
Akobani say no, me ye sure say nipa no bi wo ha, omuti omudin a o mereate. But nana ye nkamansem de me ye sure say o ba reate wo nipa ko. Kevin Ekobadu Taylor, with all due respect, me ye sure say what ni say no because nana Romeo tina UTV e bo ni di ka asem no. Eno kra no wode ka asem no na asem na wode ka no so no the same thing e di atem ho nsem ya e na Yaa Brefo any Vim lady e so atagi ni o meti akoba ni say no me sure say obenya reply me ko me koi say me konya reply na me de beba anamo say menye enye me na menye o because ono ye friend nana ye nkama asem ti say waka na asem de a na ni hwe na hunu say me say hwe na hunu say ono so e de reply e beba. So I share reply or the way Nana Romeo. after say otna UTV ebo ni din keke e ka asem. Thank you. Feel free next time we know we are but say we be share video among you bisa etumi aka aha eye AJ gossips medin e the AJ. Meda was na mama bo ene share. Make sure say won subscribe ya we subscribe no follow yen wo Facebook and TikTok as AJ gossips. Macrow.